Euro USD kept going down lower and lower, and we've broken the 4-hour fractal structure. So basically, if we look at here, right, as we've said repeatedly and repeatedly, Euro USD, right, swing wise, we're in a bullish trend, we're in an uptrend, and then we took out this liquidity, and the man started holding up into this liquidity high. So first of all, you can see we have these descending highs, right, which can be also liquidity. Also, if you look at this, we have this range, and in a range play, what do we have? Want to be selling from this top of the range to the bottom of the range, and buying from the bottom to the top. Now if you come down to the 4-hour, right, here was our, okay, we had this high, low, and then so this became our fractal high, this became our fractal low. So now we broke that fractal low last night. We broke that fractal low last night. We retraced into it at 1 a.m. and then we started to sell off. So for Euro USD, based on the market structure, you can look for positions, right? So we've had that fractal break, we've had that retrace. You could look for positions from here. You could look for positions from here with your stop above here, right? And then you target a 1 2, you target this area right here for like a 1 to 1.5. That would be my trade if you are looking for, because it's a small range, right? It's a small range, and so you don't have, there's nothing we can do but to trade the market structure. Okay, so if it doesn't fit your risk and reward, you let it go. But the point I'm trying to make here is, okay, so here you can see we had that push up, we swiped, took out this liquidity, people would want to enter, then we took them out, and now the real move has started. We've broken fractal structure, so it's quite fine for you to look for those longs from here to this bottom. You could get a 1 to 2 from this. Okay, yes, and looking for those longs would imply that, looking for those shorts rather, why am I saying long? Looking for those shorts would imply that dollar will go long, which, let's see, for me personally, as we said from yesterday, I'm looking for lower prices on the dollar. So here you can see this demand level, which we're hoping would take market up higher, but couldn't, because as we came into here, we kept making lower highs, lower highs, lower highs. This is like a crawler move into support. And basically, if you have that kind of crawler move into a support level or into a demand level, you don't want to trade it, because it's showing you, okay, it came the first time, they pushed it, couldn't push it higher. It came the second time, they pushed it, couldn't even push it as high as they did before. It came the third time, they couldn't even push it as high as it. So why would you expect that they would just push it? Yes, probably. Like, I mean, who knows? Nobody knows the future. But the point I'm trying to make is, if you keep on seeing this, that means the confidence in that zone is reducing. And if the confidence in that zone is reducing, you don't want to be trading it, right? Basically. So this was what we talked about. So what we expected, right? And that's what happened. So we took out, now we've taken out this demand level, this low. So let's see, perhaps we come for this liquidity low or somewhere in this imbalance, then maybe we can retrace from there. Who knows? So let's just wait and see until we get another information that tells us otherwise. Okay, so with GBP USD, like for this, you can just say, okay, so what do we have here? We have this area of demand, right, coinciding with this imbalance, right, which we can also see is acting as a nice resistance, right? Once, twice, like this area, third time. Now we've come back again, 1 2, and the third time. So the first thing we can see is, okay, we came in here, we pushed down, we came back, we pushed, we came back towards this area, we pushed. So us coming back here again can probably signal, okay, we might break it, because look at here also, to our left we have these descending highs, which could be liquidity right underneath this strong supply, which grabbed liquidity and then broke structure. So this would be my target, and it's also coinciding with the quarterly open. So this 1.372 would be my target where I'm watching for price, right? So I'm watching this area for price, see if we can attract price to that area, right? Okay, so from here, then maybe we can start to sell if it gives us that, or we just continue buying. So we just wait. But you can see, so the point is, now if you see on the 4 hour, you can see, okay, this is those descending highs that want to use as liquidity, that want to grab, and this is that resistance. Once, twice, third time, but with every push, with every return, the push is weaker, right? The push down is weaker, the rejection from that area is weaker. So perhaps the sellers have died down from there, and then we want to just keep on buying. So let's wait and see if we can get that break of this high, retrace, use it as support, and then use it to take out this liquidity towards this quarterly open. Okay, if we look at NZD USD as, so as we said previously, right, NZD USD hasn't been connecting with the market structure, right? So here we had that strong area of supply which caused this push down. We retraced, grabbed this liquidity to the left, right, and then we started to sell off. We didn't tap the supply zone, right, and then that caused those sell off. And now we're back. Now we took out this liquidity, right, and then remember, we're talking, okay, we have one trend line, second trend line, third trend line, fourth trend line. We know, okay, people would want to short from here. Wrong. Boom. Took them out. We'll probably enter like this with their stop right above this market structure. Took them out. Now we're retracing. Perhaps we get some higher prices into this area of supply. I expect this one to be taken out. Perhaps we use this as liquidity. We take it out, we come into this area, and then we can start looking for those sales from there. Okay, so that's my plan on NZD USD. For now, I'm not looking for lower prices. I'm just looking for this to keep on going higher, perhaps until we reach here. And then, because if you look here also, right, so this is push down. This is that supply that we're looking to trade off of, this area right here. This whole area of supply, this is what we're looking to trade off of. So let's see what happens on the 4 hour today. So we'll just be looking for higher prices. For now, I'm not interested in the sell. And if you look at the immediate order flow, you can see, okay, this is our sell before the buy, pushed up, market came into it, pushed up. Next one, we have our second sell before the buy, right? Okay, market didn't come into it, but you get the point. So perhaps we can even come into it here, take out these lows, right, these early buyers, we take them out, and then we can look for those buys to take it to right here. So maybe we take out this low. If we take out this low and then come into this area of demand, coinciding with the monthly open, we use it as support, and then maybe we can just take out those highs, rather, this that supply level, which would also be nice because it would be around the 50% retracement level. So we can just, let's see if NZD USD gives us that. So with Bitcoin, as you can see, swing wise, we're bullish, right? We had here break of structure, and this was the swing low, swing high, right? If you take that swing low to swing high, I want to see where our premium is and our discount. So you can see now we're trading at a discount. So for us, looking for buys from here is right within our right. Like we're not wrong to look for buys from here, right? So the only thing is, okay, so we took out this liquidity. We didn't tap into the quarterly open, but we used the monthly open as support, which acted and pushed the market up higher and higher. And now we're just breaking fractal structure, but also we can see right here, this is a nice area of resistance, right? So here, this 113,000 area, So you can see once, twice, third time, and with every consecutive push, with every push into this area, the pushback is lower, rather, right? So here we had a stronger pushback, is weaker rather, weaker one, weaker one, weaker one. So let's see what happens. Perhaps we want to look for higher prices and then to grab this liquidity into this area of supply which took out this liquidity. So maybe we can grab this descending highs and then come into here and that 115 116,000 area, and then let's see what happens from there if we get there. With gold, I mean, what's there to say? You're looking for buys. Where are you looking for buys? Once those liquidity has been grabbed. Here is yesterday, you can see this, right? So we had here this consolidation, pushed up. We came back into it. Once we come back into it, what do you want? Want to just look for buys. That's all. I mean, there's no other thing to do in this market but to look for buys. You there looking for sell? Whew, I don't know what to say to you. You're a stronger man than me. So that's all I gotta say. So now we took out this low, and now it's just all about pushing up and up. For me, I would just be waiting for maybe perhaps we could get a deeper retracement, maybe into here, into this 3,500 level before this break of structure, and then maybe 3,577 level, and then perhaps I could look for some positions from there. Aussie dollar. Now with Aussie dollar, with respect to Aussie dollar, right? You can see, well, I mean, all we're doing now is just looking for higher prices, right? If we look to the left, there's no real sweet area of liquidity until here, right? Until this high, this 0.6678 high. So that's where I expect our next target to be. And you can see this is just bullish. We're in this bullish leg up, buy, this sell before the buy up or the market, and now this sell before the buy or the market, and now we just expect higher and higher prices. So let's see how we want to move. And then also, oh wow, this is beautiful. This is also our quarterly open. I don't know why it always does that on the 4 hour, but usually okay. As quarterly open coincides with the monthly open, but this is also our quarterly open right here on Aussie dollar. So it can also act as support area to push the market up higher. Okay, so let's keep that in mind. So from here, right, this is acting as support, and people have bought it from there, and then we have our monthly open here. So this is acting as support, so this can just push the market up higher. Perhaps we get that liquidation of these lows because we left these lows open. We come here, we liquidate this low, connect it to this demand area, which push market up higher, which is push right, connect to this demand area. Once we connect to that demand area, then we can start looking for those higher prices, but we just want those retracement at least, and then we can see where market wants to head to from there. If we look at USD CHF this morning, I mean, whew, beautiful, right? So you can see if we go to the daily time frame, we had that barcode right here, right? So we had this barcode just trickling down lower and lower and lower. For me, I'm just looking for lower prices on this because I mean the trend is clear to see. So I just want maybe, so all these descending highs that we left, perhaps we can come grab it. So accumulation, we have that manipulation, then we manipulate here again, and then we get that distribution. So something like this, right? So we've manipulated this, and we grab this, and then we can just start selling, 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 right? Give me a second, guys. I'm trying to clear up, but you get what I'm trying to say, right? So because if we come here to the 4 hour, right, you can say, okay, this was just a choppy play, range play, people with buyers here, buy side liquidity, and then this sell side liquidity. So perhaps we can come grab this sell side liquidity and this strong supply zone, tap into it, and then we use it to sell, or we could just keep on going lower and lower from this imbalance right here. So I would wait, maybe we grab this liquidity and then look at this sweet supply zone right here. Look at this sweet supply zone right here, which also took out this area, this liquidity here to the left, right? So once we have that, and if you come here on the on USD, so you can see the quarterly open also acting as support. You see, guys, these levels are very sweet and very important to trade off of. It's always very important to trade off of these levels, because most times when markets comes into there, you get a reaction, you get a sort of reaction. Now we can come into here and then see, guys, and then our monthly open can act as our resistance, and then from there you can start looking for sales. So we'll have grabbed this liquidity, we'll come into here, the monthly open will now act as resistance, and then maybe we sell from there. Let's see what happens on this pair. USD JPY, this was also a perfect range play, right? It was a perfect range play. Okay, let's mark out our quarterly open. That's important. Just mark out these areas on your chart, and then once market gets there, wait for market to get there. Look at our yearly open. Once market gets there, see what happens, and you just see the magic. See, this is also our monthly open with our weekly open, so you can see, right, these areas are quite beautiful to trade off of, guys. Beautiful to trade off of. Okay, so here we have that range, and then we have that swipe of the high, right? So we have that swipe of the high here. I was speaking about this on Monday. We're looking for something similar on Euro USD, right? Which just happened, right? So we had that swipe, initial sellers coming in, took them out, retrace into here, into this premium, and then we just sold to the downside. Just beautiful. Now we've come here, we've taken out these lows, which is causing market to just trickle up higher and higher. So for me right now, I'm not looking for buys because of the USD and the way it is. So I would rather just look for sells than buys. And then finally, yesterday I went into AUD JPY position. I took a sell on that, which we're still in. Pardon, guys. So our stop is around 5.5. Our stop is around here. So, guys, as you can see, why are we taking this? Okay, first of all, you can see swing wise on Euro UA on AUD USD, we're bullish from this swing low to this high right here, right? So we took out this this high. Have we taken it out? Not really, actually. So it's still holding up. So that's the thing. So this is our swing high, our strong high, and our strong low. And since we're in a downtrend market, rather, right? So we're in a downtrend market. So I'm hoping for this high, for this strong high to hold. And because the JPY is also at a strong position, and we also have this yearly open acting as resistance, right, guys? You can see this. We have this yearly open acting as resistance, right? So, and it's also acting as support on the yen basket. So that's why that was like my part of my confluences, right, for this trade. Okay, so once we had that, it was just okay. Now I want some liquidation event and then find that entry. So here we had, okay, now we have our supply to the left, right? We had our supply to the left. Market came into that supply zone, liquidated this high, and now it was now time for us to start looking for entry. And if you come here, right, so you can see we pushed up, pushed down. Early sellers came into the market, took them out, probably their stop right here, we took them out, and now we changed character. Yesterday we changed character. Up on the retracement I found an entry, and we're just waiting. Perhaps market drops, or perhaps it just keeps on going higher and higher and higher, and we're wrong. So let's see what happens on this pair throughout the day or to the end of this week, and then okay guys, have a wonderful day. I wish you a, a beautiful trading day. See you tomorrow. Thank you for your time.